There have been a lot of rumors going around now that Richard Sherman's on the trading block for the Seahawks. At first I thought it was fake, but it's really not. So I was thinking he's probably not going to get traded, but I think this is more of a sort of a statement coming from the franchise that, you know, you need to like get your act together. But I mean, I can't even blame him for getting mad at our offensive coordinator. I mean, he's the one that threw away the Super Bowl for us. So, but anyway, I want to see what if we traded Richard Sherman away. What would we get in return, and how would we do the following season, as well as how would the team with Richard Sherman added on do the following season. So we're gonna go ahead and actually try to trade him somewhere, and I'm gonna try to get the best deal out of it I can. And of course, one of our main positions we need to upgrade is the offensive line. So I want to see if we can get some linemen out of this and see how it goes. So we're gonna go ahead and put him on the trade block or on this trade, and the first team that pops up is obviously the Bears. Now, I'm going to look at a team, let's see, they do not have any good cornerbacks, so Chicago's obviously a place where he could go. Alright, we need a left tackle, they obviously don't have one. They have an 86 overall left guard, 83 overall center, 81 overall right guard, as well as a 75 overall right tackle. So we're going to go ahead and see what else we can do, what are our options, anywhere else. Alright, Cincinnati also doesn't have any really good cornerbacks. So I know they have good offensive linemen. They have a 93 overall left tackle. He's 34 years old, so he's pretty good. But we'd also want to get a cornerback in return. And their left guard positions 81, 80 overall center, 84 overall right guard, and then 73 overall right tackle. Dallas has a beastly offensive line, so we know we can improve ourselves right there. We can get maybe Tyrone Smith, Ronald O'Leary, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin. Ooh, this is looking good. Alright, let's see what we can do. Maybe if we were to trade away get Tyrone Smith from them, as well as Zach Martin, and then, okay. So their cap space is still going to be really low. In return, we will also go ahead and give away our first round pick. So let's see how this goes. Maybe we can really beef up our offensive line like there's no tomorrow with this trade. And actually, you know what? Let's do one more thing. Let's go ahead and take away one of their cornerbacks. Orlando Scandrick or Morris Claiborne. Brown bread. Oh. Which one has done better? Let's see if we can take Scandrick away from them, and then also we'll go ahead and give up our second round pick too. Actually, that's kind of too much that we're giving up right there. I think I'd much rather see if we can give up third round. Alright, so this is what we're going to go ahead and offer right here. Richard Sherman, 30th overall pick, a third round pick for Tyrone Smith, Zach Martin, and Orlando Scandrick. Let's see how this goes. And as you guys can see right there, they're not quite interested all the way. That means I'd probably have to move up a little bit. So we'll go ahead and give up next season's second round pick. Right, let's see what they say now. It actually went down a little bit. I guess it goes down to this year's second round pick. Still not enough. I know they're interested in Richard Sherman. They just don't want to give up their offensive lineman. Okay, well, what if we gave up both of our first round picks for the next few seasons? If they don't do this, then I guess we're gonna have to call it off. Call the trade off from the Cowboys. Go ahead and see what we get. Yeah, alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and move on from Dallas for now. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and go to the Cowboys one more time and try to pry away their left tackle and right guard. Alright, so there's Zach Martin. Nice. This time we're gonna try to give up the same thing, except for not ask for their cornerback in return. So let's see what they say. So not quite fully interested just yet. What about next season's second round pick? Will this do it? Ooh, okay, so this one actually might work out. Okay, well, I will give you guys, I'll give you guys this year's second round pick. I still want to see if I can just get one cornerback or something like that. So what if we went ahead and went with Morris Claiborne instead? He's the worst corner, or the more worst one. Yeah, see, they have a lot more interest now. Because Morris Claiborne hasn't really developed that much. Okay, so it looks like next year, this is our best bet. Alright, let's see what we got going right here. Ooh. Alright, so they're losing some interest. Okay, well, what if we just went ahead and went with... I guess this is what we're going to have to go with. Otherwise, it will not work out. And there it is. So, we trade Richard Sherman, a first-round pick and a second-round pick, for a 92 overall Tyrone Smith and a 95 overall Zach Martin. So we just beefed up our offensive line. Alright, so this is what we're looking for, or this is what we're looking like right now. Left tackle 92 overall, 95 overall. On the defensive end, we're all the same. See, our cornerback spot is going to be a lot worse this season. See if we can find maybe a free agent or something like that to accommodate for it. I don't see anyone. Juwan Williams, he's way too short. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so there's really no good cornerbacks to take for us, so I think we're just going to go ahead and start the season off. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the Cowboys roster real quickly, see how they're looking. I know they won't take the biggest hit because they still have 3 really good offensive linemen, but I think this might be the good move to go with. Alright, so the Cowboys, here we go. They do not have a left tackle now. They still have a decent left guard, really good center, no right guard basically, and a decent right tackle. That's what their offensive line's looking like right now. And whereas there's cornerback backfield. See, now they're really set up at corner. Richard Sherman doesn't even get to wear number 25 anymore. Yeah, let's go ahead and simulate to the halfway mark of the season. Alright, so we are now at halfway mark. We are 5-2, so we're looking really good. 14 players ready to negotiate. Ooh, wait. Justin Britt and CJ Procise were actually injured. Okay. This is what our offense is still looking like. Looks like everybody's pretty healthy except for the left tackle. And of course, he got injured. He's out for 3 more weeks, I think it said. Alright. Let's take a look at how well we've done so far. So we won 40-34, 37-14, lost to the 49ers. Wow. Kind of like I did in Season 2. 139-38. Jeez, we have a lot of high-scoring games. So that means our defense was not doing as good as it could. And then we lost to the Saints 21-17. Alright, so I mean, we're not looking bad. Oh wait, let's take a look at the Cowboys schedule now. See what we've got going here. Wow, the Cowboys have taken a big hit. They've only won 2 games so far. That is insane. So we've definitely been the beneficiary of this trade. I mean, you know, their pass defense might have gotten better, but our offense is absolutely insane. With that said, let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the season, and I'll meet you guys back at the playoffs. Alright, so we are back now, and as it looks like, we're pretty healthy. Besides Justin Britt being injured, Jimmy Graham, look at that, 99 overall. Doug Baldwin, Tyler Lockett's injured as usual. I mean, I don't know why he gets injured so much in Madden. Looking at our defensive end, any boosts that we've had. Looks like Jeremy Lane has been injured, so Pierre Desir has stepped up there. I mean, we still have a very strong secondary with our safe for the regular season. See how we finished off. So we finished off against the Saints. We beat the Bills. Lost to the Patriots and the Eagles, but then we went on a huge win streak and lost to the 49ers again. Really, Madden, what is this? Why are we losing to San Francisco? I mean, we beat down all these teams, so that's good. So we definitely made the playoffs. Yeah, let's take a look at the Cowboys, see how they finished off their season as well. Alright, so Dallas only won 2 games in the first 8. Then they beat the Browns, and they ended up going on a 3-win streak. So, what was that? That's 4 wins. They only won 6 games this year, so that is very good to hear for us in terms of our, what's it called? We finished 11-5, you guys see right here. The Rams finished 8-8, San Francisco finished 7-9, and the Cardinals 5-11. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats now. See how Russell finished. He was under 4,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Had a very good season, that's without a doubt. Running the ball, Thomas Rawls got over 1,000 yards, which is good to hear. He was 4.1 yards per carry this season, which is great. CJ Prosise had 433 yards, Russell Wilson had 310, and then Alex Collins had 291. Receiving the ball, Doug Baldwin finishes with 1,000 yards. Jimmy Graham couldn't quite get there. 7 touchdowns for Doug, 6 for Jimmy Graham. Jermaine Kearse had a great season. A lot of yards, not a lot of catches. Tyler Lockett, he got injured though. Yeah, that looks pretty good. How about blocking? Let's see what we finished off. So Tyron Smith only allowed 2 sacks this year, while Zach Martin still allowed only 1. Gary Gilliam allowed 4 sacks, but he played a whole lot of downs as well at the right tackle spot. Zach Martin played the most downs. He played every single game and only allowed 1 sack, so that is just absolutely fantastic to hear. On the defensive end, Bobby Wagner finishes with 129 tackles. And then Michael Bennett had 10 sacks. Interceptions, let's see what happened here. Earl Thomas had 4, Pierre Desert still had 3. Deshaun Shedd finished with 1, and Jeremy Lin didn't even have a single interception, so catches allowed. Who allowed the most catches? Jeremy Lin allowed 38 receptions, Pierre Desert allowed 33, Deshaun Shedd allowed 32. So our secondary did take a little bit of a hit, but I mean, obviously we did way better than the the Cowboys did. Now looking at defense, we led the league with the least amount of total yards allowed on defense. Rushing yards, we finished with first. I mean, in my year 2 of the franchise, we only allowed like 600 total yards rushing on the season, whereas here we allowed 1,589. So that is insane. Passing yardage, we finished in 3rd, so we still did absolutely great. I mean, this is perfect. So we definitely played well, or go into the playoffs. So it's the Seattle Seahawks versus the Philadelphia Eagles in the divisional round. I'm going to go ahead and simulate this game, and we'll see who wins. Hopefully we can take it all the way to the Super Bowl. And in simulation, we win. So we're going to go against the 9-7 Minnesota Vikings in the NFC Championship. We do have an injury, though. Let's see what this one's all about. And it's Justin Britt who broke his tibia. He's out forever. Alright, so we're pretty healthy besides our center. But he's been out for a lot of the season, so it doesn't even matter. And we do have one player returning from injury, and that's going to be Tyler Lockett, who's going to be playing for us, which is a huge upside. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Minnesota Vikings now. And so that means we did not win this game. Oh my goodness. So we lost to the Minnesota Vikings. I have to see what happened. How did we lose to a 9-7 team? Looks like the Vikings just pulled off the Vikings and the Patriots is going to be the Super Bowl. They pulled off a New York Giants type of thing right there. We lost 31-14. We got beat down at our own house. Look at this. The Chargers and the Patriots played each other, and Patriots won 59-47. Oh my goodness, that was a shootout. I have no idea why the Chargers always make the playoffs though in Madden. This is like, makes no sense because they're not even that good. But anyway, there you guys have it. This is what would happen the following season if Richard Sherman was traded to the Cowboys for Tyron Smith and Zach Martin. All in all, honestly, I'd still want to keep Richard Sherman. I don't want to trade him away, like, ever. He's one of the first few Seahawks players that I've ever liked a lot, besides Marshawn Lynch. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed though. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know if you guys want me to do more of these type of videos, like where I do just scenarios and stuff like that. And I'll definitely see what I can find in terms of like trade rumors and what if this happened and what if this didn't happen. But anyway, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. God bless every single one of you guys, and I'm out. Peace.